This is Farm Journal's Margie Fisher with field agronomist Missy Bauer. Missy, tell me, you presented on the yield components of soybeans. What should farmers know?
What we're trying to get farmers to understand and think about soybeans is if we really want to try to achieve higher soybean yields, it's going to come from a better understanding of how the soybean plant works. So when we think about how do we alter or affect yield components, we're talking about, how many pods do we have on a plant? How many seeds do we have in those pods? And then, what do those seeds weigh, or the size of those seeds themselves? So those are the main three yield components we can try to affect. And if we can figure out ways to induce more pods on these plants, we're going to be able to achieve higher bean yields. So that's some of the things that we're talking about here at Soybean College. One thing that we've done a good job on, I think, over the years affecting as far as yield components is the size of the seed itself. Through fungicide applications, controlling diseases, through insecticide applications when we have insects present. Those are the things where we've seen a difference in seed size. And seed size alone can add 10 or 15 bushel to your yield, so it's pretty significant.
And maybe what are some of those areas that farmers should really focus on improving?
I would say timeliness of their scouting as far as for seed size is critical. There's years that if we miss the boat on timing of spraying for an insect and we spray too late, that seed size is going to be reduced. So, timeliness out in our fields, scouting, spending more time in our fields, I think is where we need to be at.
And it not only comes down to seed size, but also quantity, like you were saying, of pods set to the plant. So what should farmers be thinking about?
Well, I think what we got to look at is a combination of things. What's going to give us more pods per plant? It's starting to pay more attention to where we're at maybe with our populations in combination with those row spacings. Maybe in the future it's looking at some sort of growth regulators or things that we could do to try to induce more branching on these beans. But I think as a long-term goal, those are going to be the things we want to look at and research are how can we get more pods on a plant and go that route to achieve higher bean yields in the future.
Hey, thank you, Missy.